Good morning everybody. I tell a lie, good afternoon. It's just gone past the 12 o'clock mark. I'm waiting for parts for the YBR. They're coming from China. They're going to be a little while. It's going to be some time since I get onto that. So I've been for a ride on that. Got to get some dead flies off it. But I'm gone back onto this Tamoretti for a little while. And it's been a bit of a pain in the ass, I'll be honest with you. I'm messed with the wiring, as you can see. I've got spark, and then I've not got spark, and then I've got spark again. And at this moment in time, I do have spark, but I can't get a sod of life out of it. So what I thought I would do was do a little compression test. And you see I've got my compression tester rigged up there. And we have a problem. It's not even making 25 psi. Now I don't know why that is. It could be a number of issues. I really need to do a leak down test, but I haven't got a leak down test machine, so I'm hoping it's as simple as valve adjustment and we'll get that back. But I'm not giving up on it yet. It's one of these bikes, it's just not worth messing with. But I tend to ignore little issues like that and mess with them anyway. So yeah, there you go guys, a very quick little update. That's where we are, and I'm going to sit and have a think about which way I'm going to go next. I'm not going to abandon it though. I am going to have a right good go at getting this going. So thanks guys, catch you later. Bertie Bodgett signing off. Right guys, I've had a bit of a think about it. It's 30 minutes or so later. I think what I've got to do is pull that head off. Pull the valve cover off. Check the valves. Probably pull that apart and relap them, I don't know, but we'll see what the issue is first. In order to do that, I think the easiest thing to do would be to separate the engine from the bike. Just make it a damn sight easier to work on. I can still run it off the bike with regards to spinning it over and compression checking it. So off camera it's quite easy. I'm going to take the engine off, disconnect all the wiring, exhaust can stay on, back wheel can stay on, drop one or two of those bolts out. You can do it from either the front mount or the back mount. I'm going to probably try and do it from the front because the bracket itself needs some attention, and hopefully we'll get this up on my cheap nasty bench there and see if we can start doing anything to save it. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll bring you back if I've got anything to report. Cheers guys. Okay, we are still buggering about with this Tamoretti, and the observant amongst you will no doubt notice that the engine is still in, and that's because it don't want to come out. The bolts holding those two brackets of the engine mount bracket are seized solid, so I've attempted to cut through. I don't know if you can see that, but hang on, I'll get you in. There it is. So I've got pretty much 3/4 of the way through, but the grinder won't go any further than that because it's sort of hitting things. So obviously I've destroyed the engine mounting bracket, but I shall worry about that on another date. This don't want to live. This bike really does not want to live. It just wants to quietly die. But I'm not giving up on it yet. So onwards and upwards, we are going to try and get that engine out one way or the other. Cheers guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a bastard. I've had to cut fuck out that bracket I've slashed my fingers to pieces. I've had something hit me in the eye. I've got bloodshot eye. This bike's trying to kill me. It is absolutely determined not to be a bike again. I've still got that to deal with, but at least the engine's off. Everything was fighting me all the way. Even when I cut through the bolts, the bastard still wouldn't come out. The brake cable wouldn't come off either end. Freed it eventually. What an absolute bastard of a job, but it's out. The engine's off. I can now work on that on the bench. Easier trying to fuck about with it in the frame. So yeah, we are finally getting somewhere with this, but there is such a long way to go. I really got no idea whether I can even save this. I mean, even just getting parts for the fucking thing is, excuse the language, but that has taken an hour and a half. What should be a 20-minute job's taken an hour and a half. There is nothing on this bike that isn't seized, rounded off, fucked, knackered, broken, or rusted, whatever. So anyway, I was determined that weren't going to beat me, and the engine's off. So yeah, we will call it a day for the time being on this one. We'll just start putting things away. Yeah, job's a good one. But right, I have adjusted the valves. The exhaust valve was spot on, didn't need to touch it. The intake valve was slightly tight. So what I'm going to do is put the compression tester on it again. Just see if it's made any difference whatsoever. I think we were getting about 75 last time, so we will whip that plug out and we will run the test again. Grab everything I need. Should have set it up before I switch the camera on actually, but hey, you don't mind watching, do you? Right, plug out. Okay, tester in. Tight but not too tight. Okay, right, get my drill, see what we get. Set you guys up. Should plug, turn the socket on, do you think that might help? There we go. Right, let's try that again. Over 100. I'm well chuffed for that. So that tight inlet valve was holding it back a little bit. So we'll just give that another try. Well over 100. I am absolutely delighted with that. Right, next job we have, and I don't know if I can be asked to do it now. We need to cut this bracket off because I've ordered a new one. There was one on eBay. I was really lucky. Bloke only wanted a tenner for it posted as well, and it includes the bolts. So well chuffed with that. So yeah, we've got to cut that off. We're going to take the stand off, probably take the wheel off. We're going to give this a damn good clean. We're not doing a pristine restore here, but we are going to be making it look a damn sight better than it did. So yeah, absolutely brilliant, massive progress. We've hopefully resolved the spark issue, and we've now got damn good compression. So we will begin to move forward on this. For those guys following my progress on the YBR 125, the swing arm bush is turned up today, so we will probably be cracking on with that within the next 2 or 3 days as well. So all happening. Cheers guys, catch you later. And welcome back everybody, it's the next day. As you can see, I've got the engine pretty much torn down, all the main components of it, including the stator, electrical wiring. Side cover's got to come off. Need to do some repairs on broken studs, one there, one there. I think there's another broken one in there. And there's a damn good clean up, as you can see. I've started. I have got some assistance today from my my little helper. So yeah, we're going to crack on and get this all cleaned up. Probably not bother painting it. What do you want? Yeah. Anyway, there we are, guys. Obviously, I'm not going to video today because yeah, we've got trouble here.
Take the picture to there.
Yes.
Take the picture over there.
I've got to film it, my boy. There you go. Okay, right.
And
I've got work to do. Let's go. Cheers, guys. Catch you later. And after a bloody good clean up, it's looking a damn sight better. We'll probably continue on and give it a little bit more, but I'm not looking for perfection here, so not touch the side case. I'm going to come off and do that separately. But yeah, that's coming a long way. Probably go a bit faster now because it's got about 14 pound of shite come off it. The pin on the centre stand, where's it gone? Broke. End of it snapped off. It was seized. I had to welt that out with a bloody great hammer, so need a new one of them. Nothing on eBay, so I don't know. We'll probably make one or something, I don't know. But yeah, progress at last. What I think I'll do now is probably whip that side cover off and do that separately. So there we are, guys. I shall bring you back when there's some more to see. Cheers. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to 30 Budget. Today's project is not that, don't worry. YBR and what's left of the Tamoretti's under there. Still waiting for parts for the YBR. I have got the new what do you call them? The bushes for the swing arm, but I haven't got the oil seals. Waiting for them to turn up. What else? Tamoretti. Got the engine cleaned up as much as I'm going to clean it. You know, I'm not going to. I'm not one for showroom on this. That's got all the crud and crap off it, and that's going to be good enough. What else? Stand. I'm going to try and clean that up today. Get a nice coat of black paint on that. Also, I'm going to address these mounting holes. I don't know if I can show you if I can find the old pin. Oh, come on, bugger. Should have had it out ready. Yeah, there's the old mounting pin. The end of it's broke off. It's no longer any long enough, so I've got to either get one or make one. And also got to address that issue. They're elongated. The perfect answer to that would be to put a bigger rod in, and I've got some M10 rod that fits in there perfectly. Unfortunately, we are governed by that, which is only M8, so I have got to get hold of a new one of them, or make one, or what have you. That's a job for the future. What else? As you know from last time, we cut off, I can't remember where we ended the video last time, but we had to hack off the engine mounting plate. It was seized solid, couldn't shift it. I have been rather fortunate in a guy on eBay. Had one for second hand. Only one on eBay, virtually impossible to get hold of. And I paid a tenner for that, delivered. 10 quid delivered. So, as well as a stand, we'll get that all painted up as well, make that look nice and fresh. That is scrap. So we'll throw that in the scrap bucket. Okay, yeah, there's the YBR swing arm, waiting for bushes, as I said. What else? Yeah, not a lot I can be getting on with, so I'm going to do some cleaning up on that stand and some cleaning up on that new engine mount we got. We'll get them painted. I'm sure that's not interesting enough for me to film, but I'll show you when I've got it done. So for the time being, thanks guys, we'll bring you back shortly. Cheers. Right then guys, I've cleaned the Tamoretti centre stand up best I can. We're going to give that a damn good coat of black hammerite, smooth hammerite. Give it some protection. It can't get all the rust and pitting off, it's just impossible. Anyway, what I need to deal with next is those elongated holes that I showed you earlier, and the way I'm going to deal with it is, as you can see, I've got a piece of threaded bar put through the holes, and I've got washers there, there, there and there. So my plan is that I'm going to weld on those washers. You can see I've cleaned up the metal there. I'm going to try and weld them on, then remove the nuts and threaded bar, and hopefully that will then give a nice firm non-wobbly stand, hopefully. Now the washers are zinc plated, so they're probably going to spit and crackle a bit, but I'm going to give it my best shot. It can't be any worse, let's put it that way. So there's only improvements to be made. So I'm going to crack on and weld that, and we'll see how that goes. See you later. Bye. Right, we are done. We've cleaned that up best we can. Not pretty, but functional. Yeah, as suspected, they did spatter all over the place. Rusty metal and zinc plated washers, but yeah, they are on there quite firmly anyway, so it will do the job. And if I just pop the old pin through there, you can see that there is virtually no slop in there whatsoever. So yeah, like I say, not pretty, but it does the job, and should give that a bit of longevity. Still got to get another one of them from somewhere, not quite sure where, but we do. Right, so the engine mount, and then the little centerpiece for the engine mount goes in there. We'll get them painted, hang up, and yeah, we are moving forward with it. Still not heard this bloody Tamoretti run, you know. So you may remember I did do a compression test, and I did get a spark, and I pulled the engine out, but yeah, still going ahead here doing all this work on it and not heard it run. So yeah, who cares. Anyway, we are popping out on Katie later. We've got to go and pick some clocks up for the YBR, which I found. Wires are all ripped out of them, but that's all I can find, and they're proper MPH ones. So we're taking Katie for a run. Why do I call it Katie? I can't think, to be honest with you. Just decided to call it Katie for some reason. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Anyway, for the time being, guys, I've got some painting to do, so we'll catch you guys later. Cheers.